we should move on to the next one. The Confederate flag. Now, because I have to say, when we first watched that video, I didn't see it. At all. I was watching the video. I don't know if I was looking at Jay Park. I was looking at somebody up in the corner. I was not checking his jacket, so I did not see it the first time we watched it. So,
I didn't see it the second time when people brought it up. I was like, there's a Confederate flag in this video?
The reaction was because we didn't see it. Now, if we had seen it, I cannot tell you that the reaction would have been significantly different. The reason being, so the Confederate flag, if many don't know, it has an interesting history. It represented the southern states, but as with the fight against slavery, it also became a way for people who were pro-slavery to fly it and say, Southern, we do it our way, we deserve our slaves, we're about that life, sort of thing. I'm making it very, because you can look up the history. You can look up the history, and you guys, you know how to research. So a lot of people take it as, some people, actually I won't say a lot, because it's actually quite divided. Some people still look at the Confederate flag as something representing Southern life, Southern pride. That doesn't necessarily mean they're proud of the slavery history. They're proud of the Southern pride. Some people take it that way, black and white. So let's not make it a whole only white people, because that's not true. I've seen black people like, no, I fly my Confederate flag because I am a Southerner. I don't believe in the slavery, but that's the history of it, and people are still divided about that flag, okay? So there's no whole consensus regarding it. Now, Zico has it patched on his jacket, and I looked at this jacket.
Kind of familiar.
It looked real familiar. The Confederate flag, he had a black jacket. There's somebody else who wore that, Kanye West.
And I don't like him.
He wore a green jacket with the Confederate flag, and when he wore it, there was some outcry. Some people were just like, yo, dude, what are you doing? I want to read you a quote. I want you to hear his perspective of this. And this is Kanye, so take it as you will. He says, react how you want. Like I said, any energy you got is good energy. The Confederate flag represented slavery, so I took the Confederate flag and made it my flag. It's my flag now. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Doesn't this sound like what we were talking about earlier with the N-word?
So his perspective of it, Kanye's perspective of it is, I know that this is what it represented before, but you know what? F you. I'm gonna redefine it. It's gonna be my flag now. Try and sell it, knowing full well that now a lot of people are gonna associate it with Kanye. Now, I don't know if Zico is reading African American history books and going through that, but you know who I know he's studying? Kanye West. And if Kanye is spreading an idea that hey, isn't the N-word all about that? Redefining it, creating it, giving it a new purpose, something new, where it can no longer have the power to hurt. That's the idea. Whether it's working is a whole nother story, but that's the idea. And Kanye did the same thing with the flag. Zico's jacket is the same as Kanye's, and Zico is obviously into this hip-hop culture. He's obviously into this rap culture. I'm confused as to why people didn't automatically say, wait a minute, who the heck in the rap business has been wearing this? Because that's the first thing I thought. Because I'm like, because I don't believe that he looked online, saw a bunch of white dudes flying it around with some hoods and said, oh, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to wear for this rap video. That's not what happened.
But I think he's looking at Kanye West.
But he's looking at Kanye. Mm-hmm. Kanye is an influence. And we have to keep that in perspective. Kanye is a brand. He is an influence. He is someone that other rap artists aspire and look up to. We, the international fans, we are not some group that has a broad, what do you call it? We don't have the ears of the world on us. Kanye does. So attack Zico if you want, but I think it's a very misguided attack with this flag, because it's obvious that he is replicating and copying what he saw in Kanye.
And you know what? That's actually a good point for this entire video, because they are the weakest bunch of gangsters I've ever seen in my life.
Right?
Don Mills looked so awkward.
What
are you doing?
The whole concept of it was just. I'm surprised you guys took it seriously, to be honest.
Her mother didn't take it seriously.
She did not take it seriously. She watched it. She said, "Really? Oh, please.
What is this nonsense?
Same nonsense as per usual. Okay.
This is the Jeju lover.
Move on. But no pitchforks raised because it's the same. It's the perpetuation of the same stuff that we already have. The stuff we already have has not been condemned. People are not doing outcries against what's already here. So that's why I'm curious why suddenly a Korean person does it and you want to make a blast at it. Is it because he's not black? If he was black, would it have been better? Because for me, no.
A lot of people's reason for coming to K-pop was that, it's an escape. It's different than what they've already listened to. And when I came to K-pop, it was more of we lost boy bands here. It was like a boy band. And oh my God, Shiny, Super Junior. Oh my God, all they dancing.
They dance.
It was nice. I came to K-pop
songs to me
because that's right. I came to K-pop because it was something different, but it was similar to what I already enjoyed.
It was very familiar though.
Very familiar. And so I think the issue is that a lot of people are pretty much trying to make K-pop an entity so genuine, so new,
and I don't get it.
So clean.
I don't get it.
That when stuff like this happens, they don't know what to do with themselves.
It's like you just threw poop all over it.
Like we said before, a lot of artists, whether they're ballad singers, whether they're hip-hop artists, pop stars, dancers, they take their inspiration from the very thing that you claim you're escaping from.
Yes.
Is it because we want the Korean image to only be pure? Is it because we only want the good stuff over here and keep the bad stuff over there? I mean, I don't...
these are questions we honestly have.
I'm really questioning this because when I listen to it, this is true. When I listen to American hip-hop music, I'm just kind of like, because again, I don't like hearing the N-word, and a lot of the lyrics seem to be lost. Not all artists, though.
Not all.
I love me some Common. Love that man.
Conscientious rapper right there.
Ooh, it's just so sexy. But I don't listen to all of it. But when I come and listen to Mr. Benzino, it's like, this is the shit right here. This is it. This is it. This is it. There is something different. Yes, genuinely different about it, but it's not so different that I'm not going to listen to my own music anymore.
Yeah. It's this divide that people are trying to create between K-pop and actual Western music is it's a false divide because it's here, and the more inspiration they keep grabbing, the more it's. The whole thing is Zico is an artist who wants to. He's been honest about what he likes from jump, and surprise, shock, no. Why? He's been honest from jump. Let him go his route, and if you don't like it, you just don't follow him no more.
No energy. Don't put any energy into it. She made a good point. She was like, all this energy people are putting into being angry, y'all could be feeding the homeless.
I did say that. I really did say that. You could be writing some letters to because it's just it's amazing
to me. Don't you know that all bad publicity is still good publicity? You guys are pretty much. I mean, it may not work. I don't know how it works in the Korean market.
No,
but
it works the same. It works the same. Exactly the same.
You guys are giving all your energy. If you don't like it, true. I'm not saying that you don't have a reason. You can hate it. You can genuinely be offended by it. I get it.
Write a petition.
I don't like the F word in that song. Believe me, I don't like it.
We don't.
But I am not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to hate him. I'm not going to be one of those acid sprouting fans that
every day of my life.
Zico. It's not
every day of my life
going to be that. And we also need to understand, though, that a lot of the information, at least on the international side of it, we international fans need to realize that a lot of the stuff that we are upset about, a lot of stuff that we get angry about or get offended or have a context to us is not world news.
No, it's not.
It's not world news.
And the expectation for Korea to know all of the ins and outs of our history because I have to pose this question. If you truly believe that, well, you are in the hip hop culture, so you should be looking up how it started, where it started, who began it, the slavery that happened with it. Well, he even gets crap from people too.
Yes, because because
supposedly he goes too far into it. Then he's going too far. Why are you so into it?
Why are you quoting Martin Luther King Jr.?
And it becomes a problem. And I'm trying to understand. So if you have this perspective, when you're listening to your K-pop, are you going through the entire history of Korea, understanding all the conflicts they had, why North and South divided, why they have a certain very tense relationship with Japan, why there's also some issues with them and China, and a couple. Have you gone into all the history?
No, you're not doing that.
You like the music?
It's right here.
You like the music?
It's right here. Because, pretty interesting enough, when I went to Korea...
Just try to understand.
What made me understand the concept that it's not world news, I mean, you get it to an extent, but when I went to Korea, I actually had an in-depth conversation about the LA riots. Someone asked me what it was. Like, you don't know... This is what you don't know what the LA riots... You don't know? But then it dawned on me, yeah, this is not world news. I mean, for that person to legitimately ask me, like, hey, look, I've been hearing about something, not reading, not seeing it anywhere. They heard about this instance that happened a long time ago, yes. And they asked me about it. They asked me if I could, better educate them on that. And when I told my coworkers this, my coworkers pretty much did what a lot of Saesang fans and anti-fans are. They're stupid. This is ridiculous. How do you not know what the LA riots were? But then you have to really think about it. It may have happened here. It may have happened with some Koreans, but that's not like they're reporting it.
It could have been on BBC World News, but you also have to understand the perspective of news as well. Not all news is going to say, by the way, this riot happened because so-and-so and this person, and then,
in the store.
There's a lot of untold stories. There's a lot of stories that you won't hear in the mass world media that you will hear if you pick up an LA Times where it's happened, where someone's like, you know what, let me tell you the truth about this. Let me tell you about how black people are actually helping a lot of the Koreans because they're like, no, this isn't right. I mean, you're not going to hear that story like that unless you're really going out there and trying to find the truth, which a lot of people aren't. A lot of people just, you see something on Twitter or you see something on social media and you run with it because I saw it there.
We blog.
But
so this is what we're trying to explain, that there is, because everyone's asking questions, which is what we like. People are asking us questions. People are.
I love it when people
really
ask questions
to understand
rather than attacking and saying you mother blah 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 blah. Why? Blah, blah, blah. When you ask a question and say, "Wait a minute, I heard this." Why?
All of y'all that are willing to educate your fellow man.
Yes, thank you.
With some facts.
Thank you.
And some
facts over emotional.
Yes, and even with your own opinions, you're still being try to be as clear as possible.
Clarity is beautiful.
For that. So, as far as this Raw Talk is concerned, it's more like an educational program.
It is.
Because I'm not going to watch the video anymore because I have no interest in it. I mean,
I still
someone brought up
I still like Zico.
Cookie Monster should have been in the video.
That would have made it real tough.
No. Like in the tub. That would have been awesome.
He should have popped up out the tub and just be like,
that's
been funny. That would have been.
See,
that'd be great.
One of our subscribers.
That was so true.
But see,
that was so true.
So this is what it's for. I mean, so we don't like the F word. We don't like the N word. I mean,
one other thing we didn't talk about. Because F word and N word and Confederate flag aside, a lot of people are also just simply upset because he went all gangster. Not gangster. No. I don't even want to say gangster. He took hip-hop culture. He took what people keep equating as black culture.
This is what we said before. Y'all took that video
which
seriously?
I wish, number one, you take it serious. Number two, can we please stop equating gangsta and grills with the entirety of black culture?
Hispanics,
because black culture,
Italians,
It's not.
Freaking Armenians, they all have gangs.
It has a little circle that it came from, right? There's this whole expanse of black culture, and that grills and gangster stuff is this little pocket right there that can also be shared with tons of other cultures. Mexican folk got it too. Some Salvadorian folk got it too.
If you want to be all specific, I mean, if I want to say ignorant commie, the only people that ride bikes, lowrider bikes, sounds like are Mexicans. Right? See how dumb that sounds?
So can we please stop talking about the gangster grill and him and his appropriation of
black folk don't work in no auto shop.
No, some do, but not all.
The stereotype is not.
Not all. So I wish we would stop saying this whole the appropriation of black culture, because it makes us sound that's not all we have, that's not all we are, and that's not necessarily even a significant amount of who we are at all. So stop that. If you want to say he's appropriating gang culture, say that. Say that specifically, but don't keep insinuating that it's a black thing, because that to me puts me off. That puts me off on so many levels. Stop that. Gangster culture is gangster culture. If you don't like that he did it, and if you feel he was fake about it, cool. But stop making it a racial. Stop bringing all us black folk into it as if we're supposed to look and go, "How dare you?" I'm like, okay, you copying some gangster stuff, whatever.
That video was so darn awkward. It was. Don Mill, keep your shirt on.
It was.
You don't got no muscles.
Leave him alone. He don't. Leave him alone. He can take off his shirt and show whatever he wants. But it's just. Everything about that video, supposedly a lot of people also saying, oh, the women were being objectified, and I just have to say
they are fully clothed.
I have to quote my wonderful mama. I do. My mom's gonna be like, why are you bringing me into this? But I do. She said they had clothes on. She said I didn't see a leg, I didn't see a boob, I didn't see a stomach. She said I am shocked. She said, oh, is that objectification? Okay. Oh, if you guys think so, okay. I don't know how some girls rolling their hips.
We see it.
I don't know how some girls rolling their hips in a video is any more objectifying than when, K-pop music videos have the girls who are in their short skirts and their boobs and they're leaning and all that stuff. And is that less objectifying? Is cleavage more or less objectifying than some girls actually just rolling their booties? I don't know. I'm asking. But that stuff to me, I was like, it's hyper masculinity crap. That's what when the gangster the stuff was happening. That's all it was. It was just I'm the toughest. I've got my girls here, and they do what I want. Blah blah. It's a bunch of
the man have his ego.
It's a bunch of masculinity stuff, and it's. I don't subscribe to it. I don't like it, and that's why I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't hate Zico. Because he put it out there, I'm just like, if that's what you want to do, I'm sure it appeals to somebody. It's just not appealing to me. I'm not interested. And as far as the song goes, I'm probably going to stick to my original Tough Cookie version, the one that didn't have because, the shorter version. I'm probably going to stick to that one because that one,
I mean, it's a song about him pretty much standing up to the industry saying, you guys have been trying to hold me down all this time, but look at me, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back and I'm here.
And it's boastful.
It's very boastful. Take that word out, and I'm pretty sure it's still a good song. Some people don't like it, sonically.
Hey, everybody.
I understand that the Tough Cookie repetition is a little much.
But there's a lot of repetition in songs, and I mean it's personal. It's personal. However if you don't like it, cool. If you don't,
everyone's gonna receive it differently. Yes. We just want to make sure that people are not bringing hatred,
more inflammatory things like homophobia and racism into a song that actually...
We have two worlds right now that are arguing with each other and they don't know why. They're like, why are you guys getting mad? Why aren't you mad?
Yeah.
These are the two arguments that we're seeing. And so we're doing our best to try to explain that the best way that we can.
Why we personally were not like, Zico, you how dare you? Because no, our perspective of it was a lot different.
So, with that being said, because I personally feel like he would have been doomed anyways, no matter what he did,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Tell us what you think now.
Lend to the discussion. Research. Because I love when people research and bring some, you know, if there's something, if there's something you have a question about what we said, or if you feel,
please ask us.
You guys said this, but you didn't really say that, you know, certainly bring it.
We
welcome it. We welcome it. Because we're also still learning in our world as well. But at the same time, we know a lot too. We don't know it all, but we also know a lot. Mm-hmm. So bring intelligent conversation to the mix. Tell us what you think.
Discussion time.